So, I have another thing from Reddit, from Thunderbolt. Thank you very much. That there's a couple friends here. John Smith, the head of Top Reads, Christine and her husband, friends of Maura and Billy, and was up here helping try find more early on. These notes were prepared on the day of these interviews, February 16, 2004. All quotes are verbatim and accurate. She lives in Cornwall, New York. Now, once again, here we go with bringing up something that is, literally throwing off the red truck. Now, whether or not say so, this Atwood, the bus driver, knew someone with a red truck would very well be a case to find out of its own. I mean, but due to the fact that the content of what this man says when this Christine and her husband go to the house, and they walked up the house, Mr. Atwood answered the door. I asked if I could speak with him regarding the Maura case, and Mr. Atwood responded, she got in a car and disappeared. End of story. I plead with him to please help us learn more about the evening. But you know what? This has already been said throughout my videos that this guy went home and did not see nothing is right. I mean, he did, Mrs. Atwood, lady younger than the elder woman mother, who is hard of hearing, said, yes, please, John, help her. So, a mother-in-law must have been at this house at the time, and they invite them into the front porch. Atwood arrived 7:35 p.m. Maura's car, as he claims, sitting there with no lights on. I asked, was there anyone else in the car? Atwood responded, no one else was in the car. There was a little confusion with the next set of questions when he first commented. He said that Maura was in the car and could not get out because the car was facing the barn. So like I say, she was heading east but ended up back west. So that means the little altercation that I keep speaking of, that the car was going this way, and I think also the car was being followed, she turned up past Atwood's house at that little road I show in all my videos, swung around and tried to go back to the store because she probably now figured that she's being followed by someone. And as she sped off back west, that's when she slipped and boom, right into the tree. So, I mean, was to say that he claims the door was blocked by the tree, which someone says a tow hitch hit a car. That's complete BS. He saw no blood. Asked the confirmation regarding the location of Maura. He described Maura was looking over the car. Sorry, I got something stuck on my stupid thing and looked like an E. Ever. Atwood described Maura. She didn't look like the pictures. Her hair was down. It must have come undone during the accident. Atwood to Maura, I am going to call the police. And she claims once again that she had called AAA. Atwood saying, I am thinking you can't call from here. I'm going to call the police. Maura said no. No, I am going to call the police. Maura Atwood left, then returned home, entering the house to call. So now, there was a thing there that was once said. Damn it, what was it? Supposedly he invited her to her house. That ain't in here. He said the car lights were off in this thing, and supposedly the hazard lights were on. So he might have not even even forgot to say anything about that, but there was something else he said that I'm trying to think of that was mentioned in an interview that he said, and it ain't in this either. Damn it, what was it? Talking about there's no service out there. Damn, what was that? It was something else he said. But I tell you and assure you it was not here. Said in this interview. So he said no, that Maura was picked up. 13, and that during this time they could not see the crash site. He did noted that he did not think that the dog had a scent. He just walked around looking up. That wasn't a dog that smelled anything but squirrels. I don't know what that means. If the dog's looking up, that means he's looking up because Maura's scent lifted up. Common sense. Because she got into a truck. So, of course, he says 7-9 minutes. You know, a lot of things can happen in 7-9 minutes. He had to make 5 or so calls because the dispatcher could not connect him. So he's trying to probably get through to the police. And I mean, I don't know, what was that thing about that damn... I'm trying to think. Now, if someone did say, what if he took her? What if he dropped her off somewhere, put her in the barn? Or what if this guy did something? But that is ludicrous to even think this guy had anything to do with it. Unless he only knew the person in the red truck and set this up because he was driving home from the bus, dropping off kids maybe, but that could be irrelevant too. How would a man that would never know a girl ever get involved with her by saying, oh, I know you. No, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to stalk you, and then I'm going to kill you. You think about that. They did blame him thinking that he had something, but this is a story of this woman, just happened to bang into a tree. Wrong place at the wrong time type of deal or whatever what she was ever doing out there. And for her to know everybody out there as a person of, that travels through there, damn it, at a constant pace. And, everybody knows her as a regular going through there. Well, that's ludicrous. That's still out of your mind type talk. So, I mean, this does sound legit, and he probably just didn't like no one bugging him because he was, like the article say, he was getting accused. So he probably came out with that smart-ass remark. She got into a vehicle and went away, and that was it. End of story, because people were probably accusing him, and he got pissed. So that's why that was said. Then he came across the scanner that the windshield had broke. So he was listening. I mean, all this is, like I say, even if he did know someone in a red pickup to do that, it would be irrelevant. It would be nothing in anything out of this world could have happened. Just should have insisted that she get into the bus. They tried to get her into the bus, but right, you got this big, huge guy. I mean, hey, he does drive kids, but when you got a woman that's out there standing there and don't know nobody, there's the sense. I don't know you. I'm not getting in that bus with you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you do to me. And if she was being followed, then she could rightfully be on her guard about getting picked up by a bus driver. Think about that. Or wait a minute, she didn't mention she was being followed to him. Because maybe she did think this guy maybe had something to do with the red pickup truck following her. So she wanted to say, hey, I got AAA coming out here, buddy, get away from me. I think that she said all that to scare him away is right, because she didn't know what was going to happen next. If she knew she was getting followed and turned around smashing that tree and the truck went back up to the store and then this guy comes along, that's right. It does say that a few cars passed by that he could see out of his window. One of them, unfortunately, was the goddamn truck, and he didn't get a good look at it. That sucks. Well, Tim Westman, White House across the street, no one home. So, Atwood then told me that he was very good friends with Officer Smith and tell him that Butch sent me and that the police will let the family see all the records. So there you go. That's, if Mr. Butch Atwood would have stayed out there longer or just went and parked his bus, he would have caught that goddamn fucking truck. What he should have done, what would have been smart, and this would get rid of every goddamn thing. Now, this would have came up to my mind. You got an accident scene in the middle of nowhere. And if people think like what I'm going to say, if people would think like this, if this guy had nothing to hide, if this guy had no worries of the future of his life or being in the middle of something or being worried about, oh, I'm with this little young girl or blah, 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 or didn't want himself getting into, all these damn rumors and stuff that this man did it, in which I think because he came out with this cocky attitude towards this person and said, that's the end of the story. She got picked up, that's it. If I was him, and this is what I would have done, I would have left my goddamn bus there, threw on the flashers, because we have an accident scene here, people. You want people to go by driving slow, just in case some idiot don't come whipping around a corner and smash into her as she's, waiting for help her own self. If this was me, and all in all, that's what I would have done. And I would have said, you know what? I'm going to stay right here with you until the police get here. I'm going to come here, or until someone drove by. I would have at least left the bus there, then walked home. I would have left the bus there with all the flashes on, just so she can have some light to illuminate the area. Went home, called the police, tell that dispatcher this is his mistake there too. As soon as you get home, them police, you get into the car, you get a hold of them police, you tell them to get here now, I'm going back out there, my bus is in the middle of the road, flashes on, get some damn help, and then he would have seen it all go down. So for this operator to say, I can't get you through, I can't get you through, I can't get you through, it's ridiculous. The guy could have seen something. The guy should have left his bus there. That's what I would have done. And if people would think like this, and I probably would have thought of that when I was there at the fucking crash scene. Turn them flashes on. Walk to the friggin' house. And if anything was going to happen within that time, by the time he did get to his house, he would have seen that red truck. And he would have been like, whoa, what's this? Problem solved. But people don't think like this. And that's why I come out with these crazy thoughts and theories throughout my videos. That's why I come out with stuff. But you know what? That's why I think like I do. Because I always have thought like this. You always keep your guard up. You always think about something when a bad situation comes around. You got to think like something. You got to think these things. What if this would happen if I leave this site? You know, a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people don't have them street smarts. You can go to your school and you can read all the books you want. You can get through and pass through school with all the book smarts, even through college, and get your book smarts. But if you don't got them goddamn street smarts, well, unfortunately, my friend, you ain't got a good chance in hell to be on the streets by yourself like this girl. She had the book smarts, she made it to college, but she did not have the street smarts, and neither did this Butch Atkins. I'm sorry to say, but without street smarts and learning the things of the underground, you better just make sure that you are in a car, and when you are driving, you better stay safe. You better make sure that you're in the city. You stay in that car, whatever you're doing, a store, and make it quick and, to make yourself safe. Because once you come out into the creatures and the monsters of the night, especially in this situation, oh man, I feel sorry for you. Because that's like anything, the boogeyman is out there waiting. But you know what? I got something to light everybody's eyes up. For all of you boogeymen out there that like to prowl and stalk and prey on the innocent. I'm gonna torture people with this. I got a new buddy of mine I'm gonna be revealing. His name's Benson. I've already did one video with Benson. But for all you freaky monster maniacs that like to prey on the innocent, I'm gonna prey on you. I'm gonna give you nightmares. Because what I'm about to do next in my videos, man, I just had a crazy, wild idea, man. It's funny in ways, but I want to make sure that I creep up into the minds of the misbehaving, the dirty rats of this world that like to prey. That'll be in another video. Until that next video, people, please be safe, take care, and always beware. So we don't want to be like this poor girl. Like I say, with this damn case, man, a lot of people are gonna go insane before they find her. And, people sit there and say, oh, this case is obsessive. Yeah, but watch your mind, people, because if you can't handle the ending and the outcome, you're gonna go insane, man. I swear to God. You gotta keep your friggin' mind focused on the good, but when the bad is there and the bad is talking, and there's nothing, no body found yet, and no closure, boy, you could rightfully be at that age where you sit there and say, damn it, it still hasn't been solved. And then you just take that ride to the upper room. Looks like Eddie Murphy, the upper room. Be safe. Out.